They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Bill Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got enough for the first. At the 45 on his way. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
Gonna run it. It's Cooks. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That pass not closest. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He makes a grab.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Back's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. to give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Slater. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield. It's Wade. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The offense in hurry-up mode. They go right back to him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Give to the running back. At the 20, he's got space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Noles!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Send the offense back out. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. Jones wants to throw it. Gets open down the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams
breaks into the open. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this. Moving and give them a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Started with the opening kickoff. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Power football with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. They go to the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Scanning the field, it's Wade. Quick strike complete. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Looking for room, it's Slater. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got the tight end. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and bring it back. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They feed him again. Turning it on. The 50. The 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, UNC. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And the Noles in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
To the air. It's Wade. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D end getting that sack.
The Seminoles line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. On the run, it's Cooks. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kick it away to start us off. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Jones to throw. Got his man. There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida State.
To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Wade. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, it's Slater. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up, making side adjustments here. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And some room to work. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Well, the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the third down.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Tosses it incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. Jones wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top of the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll give it to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Wink and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life, and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better, and you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Seminoles are flying down the field.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Complete to the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Rides to back. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Hard running there. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is a big 3rd down coming up, man. This team's trailing, haven't had a great first half, but this offense has a chance to cut into the lead or tie this football game. Big 3rd down coming up.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short.
guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Ingram. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Jones to throw. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Trying the left side. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the Dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. The Tar Heels have it with a first and goal. He's looking to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UNC! Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up 14 over Alabama. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Rides it and reads it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. The give on the option. Crosses the 40. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat. They give up a big play. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. He's going to keep it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the read. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the ride. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Wade. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Bond. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. He'll take it himself. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Right on the money. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
They know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw it.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Wade. Throws to the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on third. He lets it fly. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially
trying to beat the D deep. Catches it, passes, sticks, and still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He leaves it with his back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's Wade. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Knowles in the hurry up. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Bringing it back. He's at the touchdown, North Carolina. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up 14 over Alabama. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great.
He's looking deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage in the back end defensively.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Wade. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.